Hi, my name is Patrick. This specific video is to give you solution regarding IPMAT 2022 paper. Part 4 of the series. So each part I'm solving around 4 questions. So the part 4 of the series where the focus is to get you understand the method how to solve things faster, because if you really want to crack the exam you need to have the right methods, and right methods is something where you should be able to solve it quickly. So let's look at a question and let's look at a good method to solve. You need to understand the fundamentals, understand that. I mean, without that it becomes very difficult. So here basically you have 3 values in A and 2 values in B function. All relation of A to B. What the probability relation of A to B is also a function. That means the number of ways it is a function upon total number of ways. That is the probability. Now what is the total number of relation between set A and B? Total number of, now A has 3 elements. B has 2 elements. So 3 into 2, 6. So total number of relation is 2 raised to 6. That's how it goes. 2 raised to 3 into 2. 2 raised to 6 is the total number of relations. So this will come total number of relations. Function. Now function is where you talk of A and B. So A, B, A is 1, 2, 3, B is A and B. So each value of A, function A should have only one value in B. It can't have 2 values. Function is each value in A should have only one value in B. So it can be either A or B, 2 ways. So 1 has 2 ways, 2 has 2 ways, and 3 has 2 ways, because each of them can take either A or B, which means total 2 into 2 into 2, 8 ways. Total number of ways is 8, where you can have functions. So the probability becomes 8 upon 2 raised to 6, which will give you 1 upon 8. A option. So the basic idea is to understand the fundamentals. In this case, if you understand the fundamentals, you should be able to solve it quickly. 400-meter race. I normally draw in a time per distance sum. Right? Ashok finishes the race. Bipin is 15 seconds and C is 25 seconds. Now he beats him by 150 meters, and this 150 meters B covers in 15 seconds. That's what it says. So A beats B by 15 seconds or 150 meters. That means speed of B is 150 upon 15, which is 10 meters per second. Speed of B is distance upon time, which is 150 upon 15, 10 meters per second. So speed of B is 10 meters per second. The total time taken to cover 400 meters. So time taken by B is distance upon speed, which is 400 upon 10, 40. So B takes 40 seconds. Which also means that C will take 10 seconds more. Remember, C takes 10 seconds more than B, because between C and A the distance is 25 seconds. So that means time taken by C is 40 plus 10, 50 seconds. Ratio is one good way to solve if you can understand ratio. Now B and C, the ratio of time taken is 40 and 50, or 4:5. Which means the ratio of distance covered is reverse, 5:4. Because if you take lesser time, you can cover more distance in the same time. So if the ratio of time taken is 4:5 for a constant distance, so distance covered in the same time is 5:4. So that 5 stands for 400. When B covers the race, B will cover 5 stands for 400 meters, so into 80 times. So he'll beat him by 1. 1 will stand for 80 meters. So C will cover in that same time 4 into 8, 320. 4 into 80, 320. So he'll beat him by 80 meters, A option. I'll repeat, the ratio of the time is 4:5, the ratio of distance is 5:4. 5 stands for 400 because B will cover the full 400-meter race when B completes the race, or when B beats C. In the meantime, B will beat C by 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 will stand for 80. If 5 stands for 400, 1 will stand for 80. So he'll be beaten by 80 meters. Understand the ratio method. Faster to solve in some sums like time per distance, work sums, etc. Bowl contains 60 ml. So here you can just write, 60 ml orange juice, 40 ml water, and apple juice 100 ml. So total 200 ml. Manu drinks 50 ml. So he drinks 50 ml, which means 1/4 of 200. How much is left? 150 ml. How much orange juice is left? Orange also 1/4 will go, because everywhere 1/4 will go. 15 will go. Orange 45 ml is left. So orange 45 ml is left. Total liquid is 150 ml, because when you drink 1/4 of the whole liquid, 1/4 of orange juice also will be run. So orange is 45 ml, others is 105 ml. So for orange juice to be 50%, the total has to be 105. For the total to be 105, how much you should add? 60 ml of orange juice. So water and apple juice is 105 ml, because from 150 ml, 45 ml is orange juice. So 105 ml is water plus apple juice. Now for orange juice should be 50%, it has to be totally 105 ml, equal to water and apple juice, which means you should add 60 ml, that is D option. That will be the answer. Now here you need to understand the concept of ellipse, etc. Now the formula x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equal to 1 is an ellipse. Okay, this is an ellipse, and if a square is more than b square, then foci is on x axis, and if b square is more than a square, then the foci is y axis. So you need to know these concepts. Coming to this sum, first of all, you need to check whether these two are positive or not. I mean, you need to know sine curve, cos curve. If you know the sine curve, cos curve, this becomes easier to solve. So if you look at a sine curve, it's like that, and cos curve is this way, right? Now pi is 180 degree, and pi by 2 is 90 degree. And pi by 2 is what? Pi is 3.14, remember, upon 2, 1.57. So at this point, 90 degree, it's also called 1.57 is 90 degree. At this point, sine is maximum, cos is minimum, cos is 0. So it has 1.57, 90 degree. Now remember, root 2 is 1.41. Okay. And root 3 is 1.73. Now if you look at this curve, if this is 1.57, so where is root 2? 1.41 on this side. Where is root 3? 1.70 on this side. But root 2 is closer to 1.7 as compared to root 3. Because it's closer, it will be higher, because it's symmetrical around the center. The curve is symmetrical around the center. Because 1.41 is closer to 1.57. 1.41 to 1.57 is 0.16. 1.57 to 1.73, okay, is point. I mean, they're almost similar, but this is 1.72, this is 1.414. So that means 1.414 is closer to 1.57 as compared to 1.572. Since this is closer, therefore this has to be positive. Root 2 has to be bigger than, I mean, sine root 2 has to be bigger than sine root 3, but just bigger. So it has to be positive. Same if you look at cos root 2 and cos root 3. Cos root 2 will be here, cos root 2. Cos root 3 will be here. Cos root 2 is positive, cos root 3 is negative. Overall it will become positive. But cos root 2 upon cos root 3, the difference is bigger than sine. So we can say that b square here is more than a square. And because b square is more than a square, the value will be ellipse with a foci on y-axis. As we said, when b square is more than a square, the foci will be on y-axis. Both are positive. Both are positive, and b square is more than a square, therefore foci on y-axis. I'll repeat this again. 1.57 is at 90 degree. Okay. We have root 2 as 1.414 and root 3 as 1.732. You realize that 1.414 is closer to 1.757 as compared to 1.732. If it's closer, that means its value which is there will be bigger than 1.732. Because the moment you're closer, because of the curve, the symmetrical action of the curve, it will be higher than the other value, and therefore it will be positive, but slightly positive. Whereas cos root 2 is positive, cos root 3 is negative. Cos root 3 is on the left side, cos root 3 on the right side. So if it's positive, negative, the overall is positive, but the value of b square, that is cos root 2 minus cos root 3, will be bigger than a square, sine root 2 minus sine root 3. Then look at the property. Based on the property, you will get the answer as A option. I hope it's clear. Thank you.